Good morning, web spiders. Today's Friday, August 14th, and I am so glad that you are here in the web. I'm going to start our day with this word. I'll give you a chance to see if you can figure out what that word is. I'm talking about it every day this week on announcements. That word is courage. Courage. Courage is our character trait this month. And if you'll remember the last few days, we've talked about how courage is doing something that maybe you're not really comfortable with, but you take a risk. You are really brave. Now, Mrs. Clendenning shared this book with me called Courage. It is by Bernard Weaver. I happen to be live in the library right now, so that's where we find other books. But it has all kinds of different examples of courage. Do you see this girl ice skating? That's an example of courage. If you've never been ice skating and you go for the first time, you might be a little scared. But if you do it or try it, you're showing some courage. Sometimes there's awesome kinds of courage. Look at that. I don't know if Mrs. Marian is ready to swing on a trapeze way above an audience. And there are some everyday kinds of courage. Did any of you do this summer? You got up on a big diving board for the first time and jumped into the pool? All of that is showing signs of courage. But I want to talk about courage that maybe you've experienced this week. If you've been on the playground and perhaps you're on the slide waiting your turn and someone cuts in front of you or pushes you or something like that, they may not mean to hurt or harm you. So kind words and reminders to them are a great thing to do. But if someone really is bothering you and it makes you feel bad, please have the courage to tell an adult in our building. We're here to help you. And sometimes we don't know there's a problem if you don't let us know, okay? So today I'm asking you to have courage if something like that happens, that you know that it is okay to talk to an adult at Web about it. And you won't be in any trouble. I think sometimes when we start school, we think, oh, if I tell the teacher, they're going to think I did something wrong. No, that's not it at all. We want you to be safe and happy when you're at Web. So if something's happening that is making you not feel safe, please tell an adult. Be courageous. Have courage. Be brave and tell an adult. Okay? That's all I'm asking. We have happy birthdays in the web today. So happy birthday to Maya Alvey, who's in Mrs. David's room. Happy birthday to you, Maya. And happy birthday to Sophia Sacristan, who is in Mrs. Schott's room. 2 happy birthdays in the web. You guys share your birthday with my dad, Mrs. Marian's dad, who is older than a grandpa age to you guys. His birthday's today, too. So, happy birthday to you guys. I'll see you for Backpack Charms in just a little bit. If you will go ahead and stand and push your chair in, we will have a moment of silence. And now, I'm going to show you the flag that's hanging in the library while we do the pledge. Here we go. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'm going to give you just a second to sit down in your seat, because then I have an important public service announcement that we need to talk about for just a minute, okay? So hopefully you're all sitting down now. We've had this unusual occurrence happening in the cafeteria, and it kind of needs to stop. Our cafeteria ladies work really hard to make sure that our silverware is really clean and in good shape when they hand it out to you. And in fact, they check it. They check forks. They check spoons to make sure the prongs on the forks aren't bent or the spoon is not bent. So when they get put out for you to use, they're in really good shape. Well, when they're being turned back in, you're putting them in the window to be washed. Some of our forks and spoons are in really, really bad shape. I don't know how we're bending them or bending the prongs, but it would be really expensive to replace our silverware. You need to be really careful when you're using it, okay? So if by accident something gets bent, have the courage to tell an adult about it. You will not be in trouble. However, if you're turning it in that way and we see that you've turned it in and it's now bent and it wasn't bent when we gave it to you, we may have to have a talk about that, okay? So just respect the school property, including the silverware in the cafeteria. You think you can do that? I hope so. Okay. It is a great Friday. It is the last day that we're at school this week. We made it through an entire week. It's supposed to be nice this weekend. Enjoy your time outside and make sure you read, even though you're not in school. Let's end with our creed. Oh, one more thing. We had a great turnout at PTO last night. So make sure you thank your moms and dads if they came to PTO, and I know that Mrs. Bartram is going to be coming around and letting the classes know who had the most representation at our PTO meeting, and I think you guys get popsicles today, so that's pretty exciting. Here we go. I'm a member of the Webb family. I take pride in myself and my school. I promise to do these things every day. I will only say positive things about myself and others. I will respect and trust others. I will insist on giving my personal best. I will discuss and listen actively. I will expect and give truth and honesty. I am glad to do my part to make Webb School a place where everybody is somebody special. You're special. I'm glad you're here. Make sure that you show courage during your day today. And as always, make sure you're doing it right.